Brent and Amanda, good evening to both of you. Today I spoke with the representative who proposed this. Her name is Liz Linehan, and she says this was born out of public outcry. But I also spoke with folks today who say they have questions when it comes to how exactly the state plans on supporting districts in implementing this.
So we've seen across the country that lunch shaming has become an issue in many different school districts.
That's why the chair for the Committee on Children is proposing a bill that she says gets rid of shaming kids who have unpaid lunch bills.
What this does is says that if you have the inability to pay, that we can't shame your child or out them publicly in a way that hurts them and their social emotional capacities to be able to focus and do well in school.
That could mean things like delaying or refusing to serve a child lunch or even giving them an alternative meal at lunchtime.
I think it's an imperative that superintendents and districts work with families and community to find creative ways to resource nourishment.
Steve Hernandez is one of the people who testified at a hearing in support of the proposal.
It is incumbent upon the adults to figure out how to protect children. And one of those avenues of protection is to ensure that environments are safe so that children don't exploit the opportunity of difference.
But Jeff Sidewater, who co-chairs an association representing school nutrition professionals across the state, says while they are definitely not in the business of shaming kids, there are funding concerns for some towns.
All of our programs are funded through federal and state funds, and we cannot use any of these funds to pay for unpaid meal charges.
Well, that's why this bill allows for private funding and for schools to be able to work with community.
Sidewater also adds while they understand the intention, the state would have to ensure districts are properly supported.
If there are cuts in SNAP benefits, that can negatively affect the ability for the community eligibility programs to survive.
And again, when I spoke with Linehan today, she says she just wants to emphasize and make it clear that she's not asking for the state to provide free lunches to all students everywhere and to forgive that debt, but to come up with better ways so that kids are not shamed in school. And again, this is just in the proposal stage. So after this hearing, it will then go up for the vote in the committee before it moves on within the legislative building. For now, reporting live from the legislative building, Aisha Bo, Fox 61 News.